Sup guys, my name's Tenei. I'm Ngā Puhi Samoan Indian. I'm a music producer, beatmaker, DJ, and you're watching Matariki Te Ara Hou. As a Māori artist, Matariki was something I knew nothing about. I was brought up on my Samoan Indian side mostly. My dad was around until I was 5, and he's Māori, but I'm just going to be honest, like, I was, with a violent father, so the reason I wasn't connected to my Māori side is because of the violence and what was going on, and I actually grew a hatred towards my Māori side, and that's the honest truth. I used to hide my sister in the room and lock the door, and then I had these drumsticks and I'd play on the box so that she couldn't hear anything. And that's how music started for me. I felt safe because I couldn't hear what was going on in the outside, and it was something I started actually really enjoying. It was the only thing that made me feel good because I'd get reactions from other people outside, getting blown away from the stuff I was doing and music I was making as a 7-year-old or 6-year-old. That made me feel I was wanted. Felt loved. I'm totally comfortable with myself now as a Samoan Indian Māori. I actually embrace it more now. I got a love for my cultures. Yeah, music was my culture. That was like I said, it was my escape, my getaway. I was able to zone out and only focus on what made me feel good. Don't get me wrong, I used culture in my music as well. Like I used the rhythms from the Samoan drums, the energy from the Māori side, the haka and all that. I never used the haka in my music, but I used the energy from it. Man, the Indians have crazy rhythm. They hit the tabla and they hit it in beats that you've never heard before. All that stuff influences me rhythmically. I got a lot of off beats and I got different timings, and I get that all from my cultures. My career highlight, one of them definitely be working with Scribe. That's one thing I'll never forget, was the way he treated me. He was always respectful. Always turn up to my house like anytime he wanted, but he would, he'd have McDonald's in my face just, to make up for it. But I planned a trip to LA in 2017. I went over there with no expectations. I just didn't know what the hell I was doing, to be honest. I just got there and I just kept getting different phone calls from different artists, and because I posted up on social media, and I didn't realize all these guys were following me. And little did I know, Dr Dre's team were following me, like his manager, his beatmakers, producers, and they're under Dre's label. Yeah, they hit me up when they saw I was in LA. They're just like, man, you need to come through. They allowed me into the studio, and which no one can really get into. The public can't go to the studio, and no one can hire it. It's only for Dr Dre's people and his, his family and team. It was just the craziest experience ever, man. Just standing where Ice Cube recorded, where Kendrick recorded, and I'm not gonna lie, I got teary-eyed. I started actually crying. It was like happy tears though, of course. Blown away that I'm sitting in the seat where Dre sits, and being a Māori from New Zealand in LA sitting in Dr Dre's chair. It's just the craziest thing ever. Man, another career highlight for me was when I got invited to Illmind's Past the Orcs in LA. It's crazy, man. Like, there was Dre's team was standing in one corner. There was Black Eyed Peas people in the other corner. Illmind was the one running the whole thing. Aftermath's A&R walks in at the end. I'm here, like, I want to hear your best stuff, like, to everybody. I want to hear your best stuff. And I was sitting there like, oh man, like, I don't know what to play. Like, I had this whole thing in my head. I knew exactly what to play, one after the other. And they gave me an extra slot to play a track for this guy. And I played it. It was a West Coast track. And Illmind and this A&R JJ, they lost their minds, man. And they just keep looking back at me. And I don't know what to think, man. And the crowd stood up, everyone in the room stood up and were getting my autograph and were like shaking my hand. I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, this is crazy. Like, I didn't expect that. Yeah, that was definitely a confidence booster. The future of Māori music and the kids that are making the music, I want them to hold their heads up more, like, and be more confident, believe in themselves. That's the only way we can grow and move to the next step in our music. Being confident and loving yourself and not worrying about what everyone else is doing. Just focus on your lane, do what you have to do. I'm trying to raise the bar for us Māoris, and being that person doing music that people are scared of doing, like just trying things, and it doesn't matter about what genre, like I love hip-hop and I was brought up on hip-hop. I was brought up on heavy metal, I was brought up on fusion. Jungle drum and bass was a huge one. Classical, I used to listen to that a lot. All these things you can take, ideas from, and it inspires you, and if you're really open-minded, you're able to end up creating your own kind of sound. I feel like, as Māoris and Pacific Islanders, you should just do you. It doesn't matter what style, what music, who cares what others think. Just do you, and that will work out.